Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo 992 and today we are back from a brand new video. Today's video we are here with episode 1 of the 2019/20 loan review series. But before we dive into today's video and speak about the Rangers players that's currently on tour, I need to just start today's video with a massive thank you from me to thee watching today's video, because we have now reached over 34,000 subscribers. That is freaking unbelievable, and truly I mean this honest to God, for the depths of the soul, thank you for supporting the channel. I have absolutely no idea how you've put up with me and how you guys have stuck with me for as long as you have, but I am eternally grateful for the support and the support on our way towards 55 freaking K. But you have clicked on this video for a reason, so let's get to it and give you some Rangers content. Now, we're going to start off with the youth academy side of things and work our way to the first team, because it's actually quite impressive how many of the youngsters as well that's currently out on loan with high potential and a high profile. So let's get caught up with them. And I think the perfect player to start with on the loan review series is the man who's absolutely killing it so far, and that is none other than Kael. Now, if you've been following this channel for a long time, we have talked about Kael in the past just being a set piece specialist and just having an eye for goal. Well, there's a lot of questions on not whether he could translate what he does at the reserve and youth level to like professional side of things against tough teams, who is going to get stuck in him and give him a bit of a kick. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am very, very proud to say that he is currently on loan at Ayr. He has 8 games under his belt where he sits with 3 goals and 1 assist. Not only has Kelly banged in 2 beautiful free kicks, including one on his debut which was buried to perfection, but just recently this weekend he scored a winner from outside the box. That's right, a goal from outside the box to win 3-2, so shows that again he is translating very well to the next step up, and hope that continues, because the guy is absolutely balling down in the championship and he's one of the main reasons why Ayr is doing so well this year. Next up we have the former youth/reserve captain Cammy himself, who is now plying his trade for the season at Partick Thistle. However, unlike Kelly, who we just spoke about, Palmer's not quite hit the headlines yet. If you know anything about the lad, he's a tough tackler, he's no messing about and he likes to get stuck in, so he is bringing that to the Partick Thistle team, but it's just really unfortunate the team right now is just underperforming. They sit bottom of the championship. The only good or positive part that I can say about this is he's played in 8 games so far, so at least he's getting that game experience. And if I'm honest with you, it's going to be very interesting to see how he reacts to a team that's losing games and getting nearer to the table, because like I said, this is a former skipper now for Rangers who led his team to 4 trophies last season, so he's used to winning. Going to an atmosphere where that's not quite there, it'd be very interesting to see how he develops and how he reacts in that environment. Rudden is the next player we will be discussing, as he is out on loan in Plymouth. Now, I'm sure a lot of you would have been like me and expected this guy to hit the ground running, because that's what he's done pretty much anywhere, even at Falkirk, making a difference right away. Well, unfortunately, this move down south so far, again, this is only episode 1, ladies and gentlemen. You know, if you watched it last year, there was a hell of a lot of ups and downs. But all we can do right now is discuss what he's done in the last month, and that's unfortunately 3 games with 0 goals so far. Now, this guy has a lot of expectations, not only from a fan perspective, but Steven Gerrard as well, who talked about him numerous times last year when he was just doing things at Falkirk, where he came away with 4 individual trophies. Now, he's built a bit of a profile for himself, and again, it's going to be very interesting to see if he can handle that expectation and just get back doing what he does, and that's hitting the ball into the back of net. But I didn't want to just say, oh, he's struggling down there because it's a higher level. I didn't want to go down that road. The guy's just recovered from a serious injury as well, so it's going to take him a bit of time just to get up to speed with things, and I'm sure by next month we will be here discussing a couple of goals for the Zach attack. Now we transition from striker to goalkeeper and go and discuss Robbie Mccrorie, not the other one. We'll speak about him in a couple of minutes. But Robbie Mccrorie, who is sort of tipped as a long-term successor to Alan McGregor. That's what you keep hearing. The coaches, the staff, everyone loves this guy. His shot-saving ability is up there. It's just the other things he needs to add to his game, like being in command of his box and coming for crosses. That's definitely something that's being identified needing to be worked on. And if I'm honest with you, he's actually doing pretty well at Queen of the South, where he's managed to get 8 appearances under his belt with 1 clean sheet. Now, he's not doing amazing, he's not doing worldly, because again, it's Queen of the South. It's going to be one of those ones where he's going to be under a lot of pressure, let's say that to the very least. But again, he's playing week in and week out, and again, he's got that clean sheet, so hopefully that adds to his confidence and we see him just continue to grow and grow as this series goes on. And last but not least, on the youth side of things, we have young Josh McPake. And again, this was one of these guys I was really excited about keeping an eye on this season, because we've all heard about him, we've heard whispers. This guy's one of the most talented players we've had in our youth academy for 15, 20 years. That's the profile he's built up for himself, and there were so much expectations when he was loaned down to Dundee, because again, they're expected to do well, so it was a perfect fit. Everyone was excited. Well, unfortunately, so far it's not gone to plan at all. He's only made one appearance for Dundee so far this season, totaling 30 minutes of game time. That is just not good enough. And again, this one, unlike the other loans we were discussing, which was season-long loans, this one's just a 6 months loan for Dundee. So I think they're going to need to get him involved more, or Rangers could simply just pull the hook and bring him back, because there's no way he'll be extended to the end of the season, which is again was reported that Dundee wanted, if he's not getting the game time and he's not been given a chance to improve, because that is what this loan is. It's a development loan, because again, everyone rates this kid highly, and we want to see him playing games. 30 minutes is just not good enough, so hopefully whatever's gone wrong in there can be sorted out and the kid gets a chance to show what he can do. And with that being said, we turn our attention from the youth academy side of things to the first teamers now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start off with the goalkeeping position, and we're going to start off with the Viking himself, Mr. Jack Anik. Kind of again the forgotten man right now, but yes, he is still technically a Rangers player. Now, he has joined Blackpool on a season-long loan. We discussed that in our last video, and again, as we've said numerous times last season, he is a good goalkeeper. This isn't going to come as a surprise to me or thee watching today's video. He just goes about his work and he wins the fans over, because he is a good goalie. He's played 6 times so far for Blackpool, and he's already got 2 clean sheets, and he's quickly becoming a fan favourite already down in the old Tangerine. It's just really unfortunate for him as a player. When he joined Rangers, we've been absolutely unbelievably stacked in the goalkeeping position. My only hope for this loan, if I'm just being brutally honest, is the fact that Jack can keep this level up consistently and do enough for Blackpool to come in and want to sign him, because the guy deserves a club where he's just going to be at and he can play for years on end. This dropping from club to club, loan on loan, is just not good enough for a goalkeeper. He has quality. Now it's on him though to prove to Blackpool that he deserves the old backing. So good luck to the Viking. Hopefully it continues to do bits. And gone from someone doing bits to someone who's just doing absolute nothing, the next player we need to give an update on is Eduardo Herrera. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the big beautiful SOB himself has played 9 games in total. He has 2 goals to his name. Now that one, I'm really surprised, but what won't surprise you is the fact he wasn't involved in the last squad. And if you go back to his last 4 games for the club, it's in a total of 40 minutes. So even on the loan that we are paying for, he's still not getting starts in games, and he's just thrown on at the end for a team that's struggling to score goals. He's still not getting a start. Deep breath, so let's move on very, very briefly. We turn our attention to Jordan Rossiter, where I am very happy to be sitting here and telling you that the man continues to play football week in and week out. He's well and truly put the injury bug to one side, and he's just picking up where he left off at the end of last season for Bury. That's playing week in and week out and being a battling, competitive midfielder. And his overall stats for Joey Barton and Clinton Hill's side, Fleetwood Town, is 6 games and 1 assist. So it's good to see him starting to add an assist to his game as well, now that he's playing as an out-and-out defensive mid, where last year he kind of had the freedom to roam. He's more restrictive, but he's still pulling the strings, and hopefully that continues when we pick up next month. And the smiles just continue, as the next player we are here to discuss is Glenn frickin' Middleton. That's right, the boy wonder himself, who, when it was announced that he was joining Hibs on a season-long loan, I think it's fair to say it was very controversial. Now, whether you agree or you disagree with the move, something that cannot be disputed is how well Middleton is doing with the limited chances that he's been given so far early on in his Hibs career. When you just look at it, he has played 3 games, he has 2 assists on the book, and they aren't even starts or full games, ladies and gentlemen. The boy is still doing Middleton things, and he's even, this is just a wee side from the club side, got another goal for Scotland under 21s. He's just getting better and better and frickin' better. And last but not least, on the loan review side of things, we have to get caught up with Mr. Ross McCrorie, who, very similar to Glenn Middleton, when it was announced that he was being loaned down to Portsmouth, not many people were happy, to say the very least. In fact, more people was annoyed at that than even the Greg Docherty one the year before. That's how much we rate and absolutely love this kid? Well, I am very happy and very proud to be saying that the Portsmouth fans have already taken young Ross under their wings and they're already starting to chant his name and just talk about him all the time on Twitter. I mean, you search Ross McCrorie on Twitter, there's just Portsmouth fan after Portsmouth fan singing this guy's praises. And if you just look at the guy's numbers, he has played 5 games. He has 2 yellow cards under his name. He has 1 sending off and 1 assist. The boy is literally every freaking where. And that's backed up by the fact that he has played not only the centre mid where he is supposed to be playing out on loan, but he's also played at fullback. And if I'm honest with you, he played absolutely class when he was playing in fullback. That's where he got his assist. When he came on, he just changed the game for them in that position. So it's just great to see the lad going there and doing things, but also making sure he's mentally there as well, because that was a lot of questions. The fact that he was being loaned out, was he going to grasp at this opportunity and fight for his Rangers future? And by the performances that he's putting out so far for Portsmouth, it looks like the kid still wants it. And with that being said, we've now reached the end of episode 1 of the loan review series. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. If you have, let me know your thoughts and opinions on who's impressing you, and also who do you think has a future at the football club. Again, we will be back in another 4 weeks time to give you an update on how the Bears are doing. But for now, thank you so much for all the support, not only on the channel, but the legends on the Patreon's account as well. Cannot thank you guys enough for all the support. If you would like to support it, as always, links for that down there in the description below. And as always, I have been CJ Novo92. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.